Wasn't pretty, but we got the win, and into the Club World Cup final we go. Hey guys, welcome back to another match review. Welcome back to another video. This is Hilal 0, Chelsea 1. I'm recording this after being on a watch along for Chelsea TV, which was super cool. So if you guys got a chance to watch that, let me know in the comments, and let's get into everything about this match review. First, as always, let's take a look at the starting 11. I was a bit surprised to see us revert to a back five. I really didn't think that we would do this while Ben Chilwell and Reece James are both out. I really thought that we were going to stick with that back four for the medium-ish term. So I was surprised to see us go back to a back five, and then I was also surprised to see Ziyech starting. Not to say that he didn't deserve to start, but just because I felt that he played really strong in a back four, so I wasn't exactly sure how he was going to perform in a back five. But other than that, I thought that the starting 11 made mostly sense. I was surprised that Mason Mount wasn't starting, but looking back, I think that maybe that could be because he's going to start in the final, and you want to try to manage the team and manage the fatigue that each player has, especially in new conditions. It's a lot hotter there. It's going to be difficult for them to acclimatize to the weather as well. So I think that that could be the reason why we didn't see the likes of Conte or Mason Mount starting. But overall, I was pretty happy with the team. Looking at the stats, Chelsea scored a goal in the first half courtesy of Romelu Lukaku and an assist by Kai Havertz, but unfortunately that was the only goal that we saw, despite them having 15 shots, 5 of them on target. We're going to get to that a little bit later in the video. And Hilal had 3 shots on target, which were blocked by Kepa, who had some really brilliant saves, and we'll get to that as well. Now let's take a look at my 5 key takeaways from this game. The first being that Mateo Kovacic really has just improved and become one of our most important players. I think you could even say that he has a shout for player of the season, maybe, along with a couple of other names. There's not one standout this year just yet, but I was really impressed again with his performance, his ability to link the defense and the attack. I feel that he's driving forward a lot more. I believe that he was the one who drove the ball for the Lukaku goal and really withstood pressure from the other players. He really is resistant and finds his way to get around and keep hold of the ball, and so I was really impressed with him. Yet again, I thought that he had a really good game. My second key takeaway is that Kepa was brilliant yet again in this match. I'm honestly so happy for him for the remontada, as we say here in Spain. It really is something to behold, and you can tell that he's just feeling so confident, and those saves that he made were not easy by any means, and he really kept Chelsea in the game. If he didn't make those saves, we could have potentially even lost this match. So he was really so important. He's showing time and time again what a good goalkeeper he could be. I still think at the end of the day, Edouard Mendy plays in the final. I think that he's her #1 keeper, but Kepa has had really good form recently, and that can only be a good thing for Chelsea. Third key takeaway is the link up between Havertz and Lukaku. I think a lot of times we tend to think it's Havertz or Lukaku, because when we play, Kai Havertz tends to occupy that 9 space as well. But we've seen today that yet again Kai Havertz provided the assist for Romelu Lukaku, and I saw a really cool stat that of the 9 goals that Lukaku has scored, for 4 of the goals Kai Havertz was on the pitch. So I think it shows that there's something there. There's some statistics that just go in the favor that they do work well together. It seems that they have a good chemistry. I think that Kai is so silky and smooth, and he's difficult to defend against, and he puts those balls in. He's always looking for ways to create space, to pop the ball into space, and I think that that works really well with Lukaku, and hopefully we will see Lukaku getting off to his goal scoring form. I think that after he scored the goal, he looked a little bit happier. His movement was better. I think that it provided him a little boost of confidence that maybe he needed. So hopefully we'll see that going into the final. My 4th key takeaway, and I really don't like to be negative or point out these kinds of things, especially after win, but I do want these reviews to be holistic realistic and for you to have the entire picture of how I'm feeling and what I'm analyzing after a match. And so my fourth key takeaway is that I don't think that Marcos Alonso was good enough. I think that Al Hilal really tried to target our left-hand side, especially in that second half. They were able to create a lot. That's a problem. We haven't been able to sort that left-hand side in the transfer window in January. Have Kennedy come back. I'm not sure how well that's going to go, but I would personally just play Sarr in that position for now. I felt that Alonso really was susceptible defensively and attacking wise, which is where you think that maybe he might be a bit stronger. I just felt that he was slow, maybe breaking down the attack a bit. Kai was waiting for him to link up, and I just didn't think that he had a good game. And it's no surprise that you see teams just trying to attack and exploit that left-hand side. And my fifth key takeaway, which again is not exactly landing on a high, but I really didn't feel that Chelsea were good enough in this match. We're going to have a really tough final against Palmeiras, and if we play like this, I'm really worried because I felt that we created a decent amount. Yet again, we didn't take our chances. We weren't clinical enough, and we allowed them the ability to get back into the game. And if it weren't for some really amazing saves by Kepa, maybe they go on to get back into the game. Maybe they go on to win the game. And in an alternate universe, that could have happened. In an alternate universe, Kepa doesn't make those saves and Chelsea fall behind. I just feel like we go up and then we get a little bit complacent. I do think that maybe the temperature and the conditions played a part into it as well. But overall, I was a little bit disappointed in the performance that I saw. That's two performances now against Plymouth and now against Al Hilal that I have not been super convinced, even though we have won those games. So it's going to be a really tough ask in the final, and I can't take us losing that final. I really want us to win the Club World Cup. I really want it for Aspie because this is his last chance, and then if he wins it, he wins everything with Chelsea. So please guys, let's get our together so that we can give Aspie the Club World Cup. Please, please, please. So those are kind of my holistic thoughts about the game. Nervous for the final now. Of course, I'm always nervous. I always say that. But I really didn't think that it was a very strong performance. We got the job done in the end. That's what matters. But I really wish that we had done our business and won by 2 or 3 goals. So let's see how we get on. Hopefully it's a positive result on Saturday. But guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments down below what your key takeaways from this match were. Did I get to all of them? Did I miss some? Let me know. Make sure if you like this video to subscribe to my channel as well. Follow me on social media, and yeah, until next time, I'm out. Bye.